Disclaimer. This video is made for entertainment purposes only and should be taken as a joke. While my criticism still stands, nothing here is meant to be taken seriously or personally. Warning. This video contains swear words and negative commentary directed at others. If you're under the age of 13, this video isn't for you. Feel free to skip ahead or click off. Viewer discretion is advised. But for the rest, enjoy the video. What's up, my connections? Welcome to the new video. In today's video, I'm going to explain every type of player that fits the 7 deadly sins in the strongest battlegrounds. I'll show you what these players do in the game and how we can counter most of them. And without further ado, let's begin. The first sin we are going to talk about is greed. It is defined as an excessive desire for material possessions and wealth. And that perfectly resembles the kill stealer. Kill stealers' greed makes them grind kills rather than play fair and square. And the reason they steal kills, it's because they want emotes and ranks or just want to flex their kills. Usually, these kill stealers are most likely Genos, Sonic, and Tatsumaki players. They are the only characters with a move that can steal the kills if timed perfectly. And if you're wondering how the TSB community would react to these creatures, well, most of them will crash out and get angry, and some of them rage quit. And you might also be wondering, what is the solution to this? First, you must be aware of your surroundings, including where you are fighting your opponent and where the other players are located. In other words, you have to become him, if necessary. Secondly, remember the moves you use on your opponent, as the kill stealer will be waiting for the right moment to do his action. And if you mess up the combo or drag it out too long, they'll steal the kill on the spot. Here are some clips of me dodging kill steals with different characters. And that sums up everything you should know about kill stealers, better known as the sin of greed. With greed out of the way, it's time to face the next deadly sin. The next sin we are going to talk about is sloth. It refers to a lack of diligence or effort in fulfilling one's duties and responsibilities, or a reluctance to engage in good works. And that's none other than the hangout kids, also known as teamers. The reason these hangout kids are slothful is that they do everything except play the game the way it's meant to be played. They gather around as a group and spam emotes like they are on a picnic or some romantic date with their girlfriend or boyfriend which you don't have. But on a serious note, as for teamers, they also fall under the sloth category, and there's a good reason for that. The reason they team is because they lack the skill to win a one-on-one fight. Hit one hangout kid and see what happens.
You must have got the dead wish from us, huh?
We can talk about this, right?
I'm joking! Stop! 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 Stop the brake! Stop!
Son of a bitch! Yep, these kids gang up on you and slam you into the dirt like it's nothing. Everyone finds these type of players insanely annoying. But the worst part? You just get jumped, lose the fight, and then they laugh at you like clowns. But is there a solution? Yes. If you are a try-hard pro, then the solution is to stay passive. Then put the belt to ass and beat these creatures down. The second solution is to bring your group or a friend to take these creatures down.
Go bury you.
Go And that wraps up the Hangout Kids and Teamers, also known as Sloths of the Strongest Battlegrounds. Now, let's move on to the next deadly sin. The next sin is about wrath. It refers to uncontrolled anger, rage, or hatred, often manifesting as a desire for vengeance. And that clearly resembles... Wait, she's coming back? Bro, you gotta be kidding me.
No diff, by the way. How'd you lose that bad?
Toxic player. Or the player who always comes back. I'm not even gonna joke this time. These players are my most hated enemies in my entire existence. And truth is, nobody gives a damn about them because they're not interesting in the slightest. For example, this living bitch I already beat decided to keep coming back. And when she actually got the win, this is how she acted.
How'd you lose that bad?
'Cause of lag?
It buns.
Girl, shut the fuck up! Nobody cares about you damn piece of shit. Here's another example.
Fix Wi-Fi. Dog, ask your mom. I can tell you are 120 kilograms. With the stone of a PC and Wi-Fi, at least I got tiny brain. But you got the soup up there. Water.
Fix your damn grammar first before talking too much, you little shit. Fun fact, most toxic players are usually around 11 to 15 years old. But if they're older than that, then it's not just toxicity, it's a brain problem. Also, these players usually spam EZ, trash, or whatever criticism they can think of. And if you ever cross paths with these bastards, you're left with just two choices. Leave the game instantly to avoid their nonsense, or stay and put them in their place. It's kind of a forget everything and run, or face everything and rise situation. And that settles it for the toxic players, better known as wrath. Now, let's move on to the next deadly sin. The next sin is called envy. It's a sadness or resentful feeling over another's good fortune or achievements, coupled with a desire to possess those advantages for oneself and potentially diminish or destroy them in the other person. And that resembles to... Bro, don't tell me he wants to fight me again.
Bro, spammer! All you did was spam! I bet you can't beat me with your stupid hands.
Wump wump, bro.
Buddy, switch character.
Fine.
Now I will cook you harder.
You talk too much.
Bro, I wasn't ready. I was lagging.
Man, I'm dead.
You know what? I'm leaving. Your buns and remember that.
Complainer. Or the player who makes excuses. I honestly can't stand these players. Whenever they lose, instead of being respectful, they turn toxic and keep running it back non-stop. Their whole idea is basically to downgrade the very player who beat them. And of course, their only vocabulary is 3 words. Spammer, runner, ulter. Ulter is honestly the fairest one out of them all, if you're in the fair 1 versus 1. And didn't I mention player who makes excuses? Well, yeah, they make excuses like, I was lagging. I was AFK, end lag, or whatever they get in their mind. If you're wondering why I can't stand these players, well, like I said before, when they lose, they'd rather throw insults straight out of a dictionary instead of admitting they just suck at the game. For example, some people can't pull off the Kyoto combo, so instead of practicing and learning it, they just trash talk the player who can. And just like the GOAT of TSB Yoked said, talking to these people is like talking to a brick wall. Well said, Yoked. And if any of you toxic players shown in this video are watching, yeah, I've got something to say to you. Closer. A little closer. Yeah, right there. Now, go f*** yourself! But if you're looking for a solution, there really isn't one. Unless he gangs up with others to beat you, just leave. Let him sit there questioning his life and carry on with your journey. And that wraps up the jealous, toxic, comeback-hungry excuse players, better known as envy. Now time to move on to the next deadly sin. The next sin is similar to greed, but more ruthless. It's called gluttony. It's an act of overindulging in eating and drinking, to the point where it goes beyond hunger or necessity, turning into excess and waste. And that most likely resembles to my time to shine. Take that, broski! Now y'all getting cooked! Give me your fucking kill now!
Look at me, bitch!
Oh, done for!
I'm not finished.
Get the fuck away! I swear to God, I don't want this bullshit again! Take that! Ah! Where the fuck are you going, bitch? Girl, I ain't forgetting ya! Oh, yeah! That was fun, not gonna lie. Geno's Farmer. The reason they belong to gluttony category is their hunger for kills never ends. Whether it's stealing a kill or jumping 3 dudes at once, it's never enough for them. These players most likely use Genos, since his passive resets the cooldown of your movesets whenever you do a finisher on your opponent. And he also has a moveset that guarantees a kill steal if timed perfectly. Now, let's talk about their ultimate movesets. Whenever someone pops their ult, we all know they're going to use it on low-health players or a group of hangout kids. Speaking of hangout, Gluttony actually clashes with a Sloth, also known as the Hangout Kids. Since hangout kids only hang out, meanwhile, the Geno's Farmer will pull his shenanigans on them. Geno's Farmer is ready to do 1 versus 14 the whole lobby, cause how aggressive Geno's player can be if he uses his full potential. But is there a solution? Yes. But that solution is the biggest weakness for Geno's farmers, Saitama's ultimate. As you know, whenever a Geno's player is farming kills with his ultimate and notices a Saitama user pop his ultimate, they usually stop using moves because if he uses moves like Thunder Kick, Flame Wave Cannon, or Incinerate, he's 100% gonna get death countered. With this method, most of the players will straight up rage quit if they are little stinky babies. Speed Blitz Dropkick is unpredictable if he's in front of you or if your reaction timing is weak. And that's it for Geno's Farmer, also known as Gluttony. Now, let's move on to the next deadly sin. The next sin is the combination of wrath and envy, which makes it one of the worst deadly sin ever. It's called pride. It is an excessive love of one's own excellence. A self-centered sense of superiority that leads to thinking oneself more important than God or others. And that again resembles
Easy!
Easy? Extra. Ain't no way you letting that slide, gang.
imagine losing 2 times and beating 1 time. Toxic player. Once again. This segment is gonna be super short, because this is just the combination of wrath and envy. But the only thing I can tell about these is that they have huge egos. They think they are Yoichi Isagi, who goes out and starts throwing slurs at his teammates or opponents. It's more like their typical behavior, because they are glued to competitive games so much that they can't control their hands filled with red Cheetos. Not gonna lie, I really want to say every damn slur on this Nox guy right now, but I can't because I'm not a dumbass who gets in trouble for stupid reasons. The only piece of advice I'm gonna give is never fight with these bitch-ass losers who decided to trash talk after one single game because they think they are Greed Route Subaru Natsuki after coming back 100 million times, or some William Afton shit they always love to pull. And that's it for these dumb-ass toxic players, also known as pride. Now, finally, it's time to face the final deadly sin. This final deadly sin is the most degenerate sin you'll ever see in this video, and it's called lust. It is an intense, overwhelming sexual desire and pursuit of pleasure fueled primarily by physical attraction. And we all know it's gonna be... Wait, what is that thing? Now, I gotta check this out. Don't tell me that... Oh, hell nah! It's a... Man, get off the damn platform. Gooners, or thirst trap avatars. These creatures are by far the most degenerate species on the platform. Like, I can't even have a peaceful day without these creatures. The reason these dumbasses do that is they want attention, which they never got. What makes them more degenerate is that 99% of these gooners are actually dudes behind the screen. They go to Roblox, search for cute female avatars, join one of their games, and start choosing which degenerate they want to be. And the worst part is, these games don't even get banned for having such questionable outfits. They're low-key cooked at this point. Most of the people in the strongest battlegrounds find these types of players extremely disgusting. And you don't want this degenerate virus in the game? No problem. Because as of today, Roblox has added an AI bot clanker, which detects the avatar you're wearing, and if it's inappropriate, the avatar gets removed instantly, and you're immediately kicked from the game as a warning. And to all the gooners who are watching, yeah, I've got something to say to you. Get a f***ing life! But at the end, I want to say is, stay away from these people at all costs, if you don't want to get koofied by them. And that settles everything about these gooners, better known as lust. Now watch the outro. And that's it for today's video, guys. To be honest, I had a lot of fun making this video because this is my first ever video I edited on Premiere Pro, although it was hell of a ride. And from now on, I will be doing this type of content, which is not about please donate. And please do not send any hate to anyone mentioned in this video, because kids are just having their own fun. But if you watched it till the end, congrats. And before leaving, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the channel and join my Discord server, since I am very active there and I host a lot of giveaways there, and I will be doing a Q&A soon. So please ask any questions you want in the comments or in my Discord server questions channel. And I hope you have an amazing day, and I will see you in the next video. And peace.